quanto è bello.
Ah sì, ma è un po' troppo distante oggi, il tempo non è molto buono, quindi credo che convenga dare le chiene queste.
Hello, General. You want Tamara to show you a good time?
Well, Mara, I can't think of anything I'd like more, but I'm here looking for Katerina. You know Katerina Campagna?
What, her? Ah, what's wrong with Mara Macho?
Well, Mara, nothing at all I can see from here, but well, I've sort of got a little thing for Katerina, huh? Capisci?
Sì, capisco. Benissimo. Caterina, un cliente.
No, perché noi avevamo intenzione di andare di mano per appreciare oggi, no?
Buongiorno, Maggiore.
Buongiorno.
Do I know you?
No, a friend of mine gave me your name. Can we,
Vengo, Scusi. Champagne, It's all right, champagne.
Well, I didn't figure I really had much choice.
It's not really champagne. It's just white wine with fizz. But I get a commission.
Well, whatever's good for business.
Ah, you're very nice. What's your name?
Whitaker, Frank Whitaker. Cigarette?
Thank you.
Katerina. There was a fight in here a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, Maggiore, in here, every night there is a fight.
No, I'm talking about one particular fight, one particular soldier. This one. You know him, don't you?
Who are you?
I'm a military lawyer. I'm assigned to defend Paul Stevens against a charge of desertion.
This charge, is it serious?
It's very serious. If he's convicted, it could mean the firing squad. Now, what's with you and Paul Stevens?
I am his wife.
His wife? His records don't mention anything about a wife.
I don't know anything about the records. I only know we were married before the war. I must go now.
I have to talk to you.
Come to my apartment tomorrow, before 3, eh?
I didn't come here to play fun and games.
Via Canale 21, eh?
Maggiore? May I help?
No, no, thanks.
I am the owner here. Giuseppe Calvelli, actual sales.
Oh, well, then maybe you can help me. You can answer a question.
Oh, if I can.
Why did you lie? Huh? Why didn't you identify Paul Stevens?
He's really very simple, Major. Paul Stevens has hurt her enough. But your champagne is waiting, Maggiore. Compliments of the house.
No, no, thanks. I prefer scotch. And I have a feeling I'm going to win a couple of bottles very soon.
And on what meat has this our Caesar fed that he's grown so fat and sassy?
I just stopped by to tell you. You know that lever I've been looking for to pry Stevens out of the monastery?
Yeah?
I found it.
Oh? What?
Stevens' wife.
He's not married?
Oh, yes, he is. I checked it out. And it so happens to a local girl you may have heard of, one Katerina Campagna.
Oh, Calvelli lied.
Uh-huh.
Why?
When you see her, I think you'll understand, Jim.
A dish?
Oh, real double-barreled Neapolitan pizza. And it puts a whole new light on the case.
How do you figure?
Well, you know that old gag about, that was no lady, that was my wife? Well, that's Stevens' wife, and she ain't no lady.
Oh, I get it. You're going to use the Dear John gambit for his defense.
Mm-hmm.
While this fine American boy was off fighting for his country, his unfaithful enemy alien wife was playing around with Calvelli.
And anybody else who could afford the tariff, I gather. Mitigating circumstances, no intent to desert. I figure I get the charge reduced to AWOL and Stevens off with some light company punishment.
If you can get him out of that monastery.
When I tell him how things are, he'll walk out with me hand in hand.
Yeah. You going there now?
No, first time paying a visit on Mrs. Stevens at home.
Maggiore, please, come in. Scusi, I was making farfalle, butterfly noodles, for Christmas. Please sit down. I'm, sorry I have nothing to offer you. I must apologize about yesterday. for running off like that, but I wanted to avoid a scene. And you see, Giuseppe becomes very angry when he hears talk about Paul.
Paul Stevens is your husband. What right has Giuseppe got to interfere?
Oh, you must understand about Giuseppe. You see, I've known him since I was a child. His father was the porter where we lived, and he has been very good to us since the bombing destroyed our home.
Oh, he's sort of taking care of you like a husband, huh?
No, Major Whittaker. I am already married. And in Italy, there is no divorce.
Not legally, no.
Giuseppe Calvelli has been only a good friend and protector, and without his help, I don't know. And I'm grateful to him for the work he gives me at the cafe.
Grateful? For that kind of work?
Yes, Major, grateful. In Naples today, just to survive is a miracle. One must take what one can get. I did not say I was proud of what I'm doing, but I am grateful because it keeps us alive today, and hoping that maybe tomorrow will be something better for my son.
For your son?
Our son, Paul's and mine.
Does he know that?
No, Major.
That's, a little unusual, wouldn't you say?
Everything about our marriage is unusual.
Yeah, I'm beginning to see that. I think it'd help if you told me more about it. Well, how did you two get together?
You see, Paul's mother wanted him to become a priest, but Paul wasn't sure he had a vocation. So she sent him here before the war to be nearer the heart of the church.
And instead, he met you.
I was working at an American bank, and every day he would come to ask for his mail. We fell in love. We ran off and we were married, as simply as that.
So?
Paul didn't tell his mother about us, so he finally decided to go back to the United States, to break the news to her as gently as possible, then send for me to join him.
Uh-huh. And what happened?
I wish I knew, Major. There were always reasons delaying my going to America. And then his letters became fewer and fewer until they stopped altogether. But every month there was a check signed by Paul's mother, deposited in the bank in my name, until the war stopped even that link.
But if he'd known he had a son?
I did not want to hold him that way. If he did not love me for me, about this trouble he's in, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, I thought so when I came in here. Now I'm not so sure. But if what you tell me is true, why do you want to help Paul? Are you still in love with him?
I'm still his wife.
Mama, gli americani mi hanno dato un...
And he's still the father of my son. Paolo, you must speak English. We have a guest, a Major Whittaker. Now go say hello to him, huh?
How do you do, Paulo?
How do you do, sir? Are you a friend of my papa?
Well, I'm trying to be.
I have never seen him yet except his picture. When he is coming home?
Well, very soon, I hope. He's very busy with the war.
Yes, Mama says he's a very big hero.
Go wash your hands and your face, huh? I've tried to teach him his father's language.
You've done very well, Mrs. Stevens. I owe you an apology. When I first saw you in that place, I made the same mistake that Paul did. Only saw the surface, and I jumped to conclusions. I was wrong.
It's not important now. Paul is. What can we do for him?
A lot. A lot if we can make him see the truth. Will you be willing to see him and tell him what you've just told me?
Of course. But the more important question is, will he be willing to see me?
No.